Hi everyone, hope you're all well. I thought it's about time that I did a quick video just to let you know that I'm still around. Still working, albeit the videos are non-existent at the moment, so apologies to everyone who's subscribing and waiting for the next video. I will try and do more. It's just hard to get round to do them, bearing in mind everything that's going on in work, etc, etc. So first things first, I'm not too sure if I showed you these before. Two British infantry officers for the French Indian War. Figures by Galloping Major, and the flags are flags of war, I think. Really nice flags actually. All my other flags are GMB, but these ones were from the Galloping Major store, so I thought I'd pick them up. Again, apologies for the hands, etc. But yeah, the figures are a bit glossy under the lights, but yeah, they're okay. Just a quick paint job on those, didn't spend too much time on them. But yeah, they're not too bad. I quite like Galloping Major, big and chunky, which is quite nice. But yeah, good. And as I say, the flags are pretty decent as well. I've been watching Emmett's videos of his interest in the French Indian War, and I think he's picked up the rules, Land of the Free. So I'd pick them up as well and have a read through. Now the speed of my painting, I'm never going to be able to game with large battalions of 28mm figures, because it would just take me a lifetime to actually paint them. So I thought I'd have a look at 15mm, and I picked these up from Blue Moon, British Grenadiers, not finished yet. So these just have the metallics and a bit of work on the mitre to do, but pretty much done and dusted. As they painted for the 34th Regiment again, which matches my 28mm stuff. The 28mm stuff I've been painting is really around sharp practice, so quite minimal figures required on that. I don't know if I can actually, yeah, it gives you a better idea of those. So yeah, not too bad. The first 15mm I've painted for a long time, and still took me a while to do, but not too bad. All the same sort of figures, but I painted this guy with the canvas leggings just to change up the guys in the unit. I've picked up a pack of British infantry, standard infantry, so once these are done, I've got another few more of these to do. I'll be able to work on basing and the normal infantry, but nice figures, really detailed for 15mm. Really good stuff on there. As I say, these need to be finished off, but not too bad. I'll get those out of the way. Went back to the Zulu War and wanted to finish some Perry metals on there. These have been in my, well, on my desk for a long time. Command for the Natal Carbineers. So this guy, the officer's wearing the dark blue patrol jacket, ammo belts and various bits and bobs. Nice figures, typical Perry stuff really, pretty decent. I'm not sure about the blue. I know the Natal Carbineers wore a sort of mid to dark blue uniform, but I didn't want to be too dark, because on the pictures I've seen it's sort of a mid blue really, and most of the mid blues that I've got tend to come out quite, I don't know, like almost like an electric sort of colour, very bright and not too nice really. The blue I used on the trousers here is from Army Painter Dark Sky, and obviously darkened and highlighted accordingly, but I'm not sure if I really like it. So the NCO here, he's in the full uniform with a white trim on there. Yeah, I mean the blues are alright, but I'm not sure. Got the horses to do. They've just had a quick base coat but need some work doing. There you go, this is a bugler. It's quite a nice figure again. off-white trim on the jacket, lots of braiding on there as well. So yeah, so did those, and sort of staying in the Zulu War theme. Again, Perry metals. Down where are we? There you go. These have been, God, these have been base coated for probably about a year or so. So these are Perry metals, British uniform in shirt sleeves. Definitely firing line at Isandwana, I think. You've seen I've posted videos on my Zulu War collection. It's sort of period I'm really interested in, and I really enjoy painting. I've painted up about 10 Zulus, and I've got literally about 3 or 4 companies of British now, so I need to work on the Zulus. Nice sculpts. This, just to give you an idea, this is the Perry plastic. And these are all, yeah, maybe the metal ones are a little bit chunky, but not a lot in it really. But again, not bad to paint up. Quite simple really. There's a couple of colours I hate painting. I don't know if you're the same. I hate painting grey and I hate painting green. They're the two colours that I can never judge the base coat and various highlights, because the grey always goes on lighter and dries darker. So you can never judge whether the colour combinations or the colours you mix up are going to be right, because what you don't want to do, you don't want a grey that's too dark. Equally, you don't want a grey that's too light. So I mean, on these, it was a base coat of London grey from Vallejo, a very watered down black wash, and then highlighted up accordingly. I think they're okay. Yeah, not too bad. But you know, it's good to get these done and moved on really. So quite happy with that. To get these out of the way. So moving forward in time then, I guess, going back to the Taliban, and there we go, and White Dragon figures, which I really like. They're really simple figures, but really detailed, and you can have a lot of fun with these guys. Although one of them looks a little bit glossy under the lights. So what I tried to do on these, where are you? There you go. I just, on a couple of them, I just tried to mix up what they're wearing. So I tried to, on there. These, I gave him the cookie camo, US camo that they wore in the 91 Gulf War, which has come out quite nice. I'm just thinking they would be able to find these sort of littered about somewhere, the Taliban. So the first time I tried to paint those, so that's come out okay. I quite like that, and it just makes the figure a little bit different to the various other ones. Nice sculpt on the AK, really detailed. So that's come out all right. With the officer, I've again, the trousers, I gave him the British DPM camo. Again, thinking that could be quite common. Could use a command figure as well. Just, you know, he's got the old walkie-talkie and what have you. So yeah, I think, yeah, I'm quite happy how that came out. I've painted a lot of that, the DPM, mainly 20mm stuff. So it's the first time I've done it on quite a large figure, but I think it's come out all right. Looks okay. So I did that. Let's go to your box standard fighter. Just trying to do the muted colour scheme on there. It looks a bit glossy, but it's not that glossy when I'm looking at the figures, just the lights that are on it. This guy's got a machine gun, and I've literally chipped up the ammo case, put some metals on there. Gave him some gloves as well to wear if you're thinking his hands are a funny colour. But again, really nice sculpts. The guns are really well sculpted. And yeah, I like these. I've got some more to do. And they brought an IED pack out as well, White Dragon, which looked quite interesting. So I've picked that up to do. Staying with White Dragon, did a couple more Brits. These take a little bit longer, obviously, with the camo on there, all in multicam. I painted these slightly different to the previous ones. Let's see if I've got one here. They're pretty similar. I mean, the one on the left is a black undercoat and an airbrush of Middlestone just to give the base colour of the uniform. And then I don't highlight the uniform, but I just add the camo on there. The one on the right, I just undercoated with a grey primer and then a watered down Middlestone on top, keeping it light, and then did the camo. Really, all of the British figures slightly different. They've got different types of webbing. Some have got the desert camo style, some have got the normal multicam. So this guy just needs to be based, and maybe some highlights on the magazine. It's a bit grey on there, so that's okay. And then this guy with the throwing a grenade, exactly the same, but different coloured knee pads, and he's got the multicam chest rigging on there. I've got some command pack to do, and I think I'm gonna do them in British DPM jackets and multicam trousers just to make them stand out a little bit more. So they're done. So that, oh yeah, the final one. I've got a company, a platoon of Baker Company US Marines, and I wanted to get some MVA figures. So these came out from Empress. So I picked up a few packs and did test figure on that, which you can see here. It needs to be varnished and based, obviously. But slightly different. I've gone for put the base colours on and a watered down wash of strong tone. Just trying to get the wash in the crevices and not on the sleeves and the high ridges of the clothes, so it's easy to highlight. Just trying to speed up the painting time, really. Otherwise it takes me so long to do. But I know Von Ketteringham does that. He puts a wash on and a dry brush on top. I'm rubbish at dry brushing. When I try and dry brush over, leave it too dry and it chips away the paint underneath, or it's too wet and it smudges everything. So I don't tend to dry brush, so I just concentrate on sort of the triad system and build the highlights up and trying to keep the paint out of the crevices on there. But I think it's come out okay. I'm quite happy with it. I've got the packs that I've got. I've base coated now, different colour schemes. Some are in green, some are in the sort of the greeny ochre you can see on this one, the trousers and the hat. Some are in shirt sleeves like this guy here, and different bags and what have you, and just to make them all look a little bit different, but also appear to be from the same unit. So yeah, so I look forward to see how that goes. These are quite nice figures, as I say. Need to base it up with plenty of grass and various tufts and what have you. So it looks like he's in the jungle, and obviously the sand is going to be a more reddy sort of orangey colour. So we'll have to play around with those. That's it really. That's what I've been doing. I will try and do some more videos as I keep going on. Although I am rubbish at it, to be fair, so apologies everyone for the delay, but hope you enjoy the video, and stay safe, and I'll catch you all very soon. Cheers.